Although my organs are thoroughly squeezed out from taking that corner as fast as we did. Good morning, YouTube. It is exactly 7 a.m. Date's at the bottom of your screen. There's the temperature. We're off on another trip. Tell you more about it in a little bit. Alright, so we're here in the north garage, or the south garage, I guess it is. And we're on our way into Hepley Airfield, and yes, I am flying. We are headed to San Diego for a little rest and relaxation, and I'm by myself, don't have anybody else with me, so due to the fact that I have to carry all my bags here, I will see you inside the terminal.
I think you look good. Everyone, move on to group 2.
What are you gonna do first?
Flight deck, you're on board flight 4739. We're going to Phoenix. Be off the gate here momentarily. Latest weather in Phoenix. 72 degrees, partly cloudy, skies, beautiful day. Flight time takeoff to touchdown. We got 2 hours and 31 minutes, cruising at 38,000 feet. Should have a good ride for you. Welcome aboard.
Okay. Deal. Did you have one time? Okay. What are you gonna do first? You have your bag.
Flight attendants on board for departure. Contact, please make sure your electronic devices are in airplane mode.
I guess turn her. I'm just gonna turn hers on and put it on airplane It's okay, we'll put it in your bag and I'll fix it. Oh, it's in your plane room. See? Well, that's just what we have to play right now. This stuff. I know. Okay, good. No, we can't open it until we're up in the air. No, we're not. We're driving.
Good morning, attention for just below. Would you like to know the safety features of our Boeing 737-800 series aircraft? There's a safety information card located in the seat back pocket in front of you. Go ahead and take a look at it. To properly fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle to release the zip on the buckle. Your seatbelt should be worn tight low across your hips. You have 8 emergency exits on board, 2 in the front, 4 at the overwing, and 2 in the back of the aircraft. Location each emergency exit marked with signs overhead, like the floor allowing to exit. In the event of the evacuation, stay follow flight attendant commands and leave everything. There is a life vest underneath your seat. Ribbon only until
Two Tower, Southwest 4739, visual 8. Southwest 4739, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, headline. Clear land, runway 8, Southwest 4739.
Well, my organs are thoroughly squeezed out from taking that corner as fast as we did. Anyways, I gotta look around, figure out where my next gate is, and get some lunch. Fortunately, I've got pushing 3 hours on the ground here, so that should be no problem. Beautiful day in Phoenix, about 80 degrees right now. Really nice weather, given that it could just be so roasting hot this time of year. Anyways, I can't wait to be in San Diego. I still know there's more to come, so. Long flight, interesting flight, kind of a bizarre flight. I'll have more on that in my wrap-up, though. We'll just leave it at that for now. But anyways, let's spend some time here in Phoenix together, shall we?
Delta all the way down, start to 580. Dallas 4166, wind 26016, gust 20, runway 25 right, clear takeoff. Dallas 4166, clear takeoff, runway 25 right. Or 3207, take turn, 25 right, line of void. 25 right, line of void, Southwest 3207. 2034, contact, yeah. Southwest 34. Southwest 3207, wind 25016, gust 22, runway 25 right, clear takeoff. 25 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3207. Tower, Southwest 3207, RNAV Zulu.
Southwest 3207, Limit Tower, runway 276, non-traffic will be holding partner tower, holding position.
27 clear line, Southwest 3207.
Alaska 597, Limit traffic, stop off on the runway 27 line, away.
27 line, away, Alaska 597. Tower Horizon 2303 on the RNAV Mike 27.
Last call, Limit Tower, second.
Yes, 2303, Horizon 2303 on RNAV Mike 27.
Horizon 2303, Limit Tower, traffic, hold on position, runway 276 line.
Clearland 27, Horizon 2303.
Southwest 3608, turn left, Bravo 8, contact ground.
Bravo 8, go, Southwest 3608.
Alaska 597, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
27, clear for takeoff, Alaska 5.
Southwest 3207, turn left, Bravo 8, contact ground.
Bravo 8 over to ground, Southwest 3207, good day.
I'm in San Diego. 2 months ago, I didn't even know this trip was going to be happening. That's how quick it was. But I've been looking forward to this since January 7th. And here I am coming up the jet bridge. San Diego. I'm here. All right, well, while I'm waiting for my Uber to come get me, I just thought I'd mention that all my bags made the trip. So this one I checked in at the airport, Epley, and I had to gate check this one at the gate in Omaha. And both of them made the connection just fine. So shout out Southwest, you didn't screw up this time. So if anybody remembers, I think it was October of 2024, when I was coming back from Orlando, one of my bags was sent to BWI, and that bag happened to have medically necessary supplies in it. So I was in a pinch that evening. Fortunately, no problem today. And I packed all my medically necessary in the bag that I kept with me. So would have been a big deal anyway, but all of them made the trip. I'll see you at the hotel. All right, everyone. We have arrived at the Best Western Island Palms Hotel on Shelter Island, San Diego, California. And we're gonna take a tour of room 630 as soon as I open this door. Okay, probably not my best take ever, but you know what? Oh well. Okay, so first off, just got here, just literally set my bags down. After flying 1,700 miles, I am just ready to do literally anything other than sit down. So, this won't be too in-depth. It's a very basic room. Peephole, nice view into the hallway. Here's your fire map, focus camera. There you go. Yeah, fire map. Do have a door latch, and it does work. Deadbolt. We are good in the security department, to quote multiple people on YouTube. Bathroom. Hope if I can find the correct light switch here. There we go. And you got your shower here on this side. Looks very nice. Very, very, very nice. Towel rack. Though the towels are kept in the shower, which I find interesting. Got some toiletries here. Tissue. A very much out of breath, worn out me. Hi. This is what I look like after nearly a whole business day of flying. More towels and a hairdryer. Pretty standard for the most part. Shower's tile, which is nice. Don't have to worry about any sort of filth. I see nothing wrong. Everything looks very, very clean. Very good water pressure. Nothing to complain about there. The sink is clean. I can see where I'm wiping my hand, and maybe you can too, but there is nothing there. So, good job. Toilet. And that is a correct comparison to what I am seeing. I think we're looking pretty good here. Gotta get some. It's a wonder. Why it's so hot in here. The thermostat was set on heat, so I switched it to cold. Because I switched planes in Phoenix, and it was hot. It was hot there in Phoenix. Even though it was only 80-something degrees. It was hot. Okay. I'll get to this in a minute here. Bed. had to have been made with fresh linens, and the reason why is because of this right here. Well, actually, this is breakfast now that I look at it. So you can order room service for breakfasts. It's like you got pancakes, avocado toast. Ooh, you got focus camera. There we go. Smoked salmon. You can do eggs, bacon, sausage, and toast, which is nice. Very basic breakfast menu. Now it looks like they've got some express excuse me, some express breakfast menus, but they need to be on your door by 5 a.m. and that's 7 o'clock Central Time, and I can tell you there is no way in the world I will be up by then. So no, that was not a note from housekeeping. All right, in that case, maybe it's worth a little closer look here. But I see nothing, I really don't. We'll look at the other side real quick just to be sure. But I'm really not finding anything wrong here. Nope. Perfectly clean, fresh linens. Pillows are clean. You could tell they definitely did a very good job with servicing this room before I arrived here. And now we come to this interesting contraption, which I have to figure out how to open because it's totally worth it. Okay, could it be as easy as just, yeah, this is heavy, oh my goodness. Ugh, it's a triple door, and it just moves, well, they move one at a time, okay. When you're moving all three at the same time, Lord, it gets heavy. And here's why I wanted to come out here. If I can figure out how to get this door open. Maybe it's because of this. There we go. I think I had a second door latch. There we go. Oh, feel that wind. Oh, it just feels heavenly. And this is why yeah. Now, the only thing you gotta look out for here is a crud ton of birds. And I'm not talking about pigeons, although I'm sure there are. But you got ducks swimming down there. And of course you have a pelican that just went in the water. There it is. Got a pelican there. I'm sure that this is private down here. I'd love to go on the actual dock. I'm sure I probably can't though. But this is just gorgeous. And the breeze feels heavenly. And the view is just perfect. Just splendid, I tell you. My Uber driver's right. The sunset's gonna be really pretty with this view here. So, yeah, I made it to good old San Diego. Looks like my air conditioner kicked in. Although honestly, after a while, heavy door. And I'm glad I closed that when I did. Because it looks like I've got a visitor here. An unwanted visitor, might I add. This was a solo trip. Fly away, birdie. It'll fly away with time. Yeah, there it goes. And I'll close this back up. And I have a feeling I will probably want to close these blinds. In all honesty, Very impressed with this hotel. I just kind of did the basics, but as I say, that's the time, which is 7:17 Central Time. That's how long it took me to get out. When the first flight to Phoenix, which is normally just over 2 hours, took 2.5. Oh, that just makes for such a long day. Cramped in an airplane for that long. I got to admit, I just got to put my feet up. I do. And just rest for a while. I tell you what, the pool might be on the way here tonight if I can't go explore that marina over there. So, but I've made it, and this trip was meant to be rest and relaxation, and that is what I am gonna do. I will let you all know where I end up for supper tonight. Okay guys, sorry I didn't get back to you here. There's the time. I've just been so tired most of the night that honestly, as you can see here, I did fall asleep for a while. So, with that being said, this is the end of day one. I don't know what day two okay yet. Hopefully I'll have a better idea in the morning. Good night. Morning everybody. Day 2 here in San Diego, 10:03 a.m. I've been up for over an hour now. I got up at 8:45 this morning. I just forgot to make a video. Too busy checking in with everybody. Got a lot of people I say hi to these days. Open the blinds back up here. And we'll open up so you can look out into the marina. Doesn't look like there's a lot going on today, but I see a couple people out and about. So I had some birds come by and visit on the patio earlier this morning. Fortunately, I was already awake, so not a big deal there. Anyways, I'm gonna get dressed and get out of these night clothes here. And I figure the first thing I'll do is I'll go see what's open for a bite to eat. And we'll just kind of plan the rest of our day as it happens. I'm looking at maybe going over to Balboa Park, but I haven't got that far yet. So, anyways, with that being said, I'll see you out and about. Alrighty guys, half an hour later, we are ready to begin day number 2 in beautiful San Diego, California. I'm gonna leave the air conditioning on, open up the windows because it's just supposed to be gorgeous, and we'll turn this last light off here. And with that, whoops, I left the bathroom light on. Yeah, look at me go. And with that, we are on the clock. I have until 6:30 with this one contact the lens of mine in, which I think is more than enough time for what I want to do today. So, what's the plan? Well, first off, I'm gonna find a place to eat, and I'm just gonna walk until I find a place that's open. The place I wanted to try does not open till 11:30, so that might be lunch tomorrow. That said, it's San Diego. There's gotta be seafood restaurants galore, one would think. I had calamari for dinner last night here at the hotel. It was actually really good. So, I can't get over these palm trees. Oh. You know, you'd think of Florida but then you realize just how nice the weather is here, especially like this time of year. It's really nice. I don't know if I mentioned this, I got airplane ear in my left ear really bad last night. Now it's better this morning, but it still feels like maybe there was some water from my shower that's stuck in my ear. So that's something I gotta keep an eye on. But as I say, it's better today than it was yesterday. One of those, it really never recovered, the flight from San Diego, or Phoenix to San Diego. You know how your ears will pop. Well, this one ear of mine never did, so, you know, that's, that's something. Okay. And I need to confirm here, and I do have my room card with me so I can get back in. One of the things, it's very bright out here today, and I forgot my sunglasses, and not just like in the room, they're in Omaha, so yay me. Anyways, looks like there's about 1 billion people out and about today, so that's one thing. But so far this hotel has been pretty good. Slept solid last night, despite my phone's screen not turning on in the middle of the night when I went to check what time it was. So I had to sorry, a bunch of angry signs out and about. You can't help but laugh when you read some of them. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I spent a couple minutes figuring out how to reset my iPhone, but fortunately, as you can see, it works, and it kept everything from yesterday. So there is if it's on YouTube, obviously there is a video. So anyways, this hotel, the Island Palms Hotel, it's Best Western took it over. In fact, I think they've had it for quite some time. Is massive, and I'm all the way down at the south end. So anyways, let me pan over here real quick. Yeah, you could see it. That is the cup of the, as I'm reading the map correctly, this is the harbor where the Cup of the Americas is every year. I used to watch it all the time on when NBC Sports was still on cable. I used to watch it all the time. So I don't know where it is now in terms of television coverage, but and then obviously over here's downtown San Diego, and I'll get a view for that here in a minute. And we'll have to come back tonight and get a view, because it is gorgeous at night. Just gorgeous. Anyways, you can see it there in the distance. That's downtown San Diego. All right. Well, I'm going to be walking for a while here, trying to find some food and dodge seagulls that are flying around. But I'll let you know when I do get something. Okay, that was delicious, honestly. Wow. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. They're open till 11. That might be supper tomorrow night, because, yeah, everything else closes early or is just ridiculously overpriced. But honestly, I mean, $16 for an entree and 2 sides. For California, that's actually pretty good. So anyways, I'm sitting here waiting for a bus to come by. I'm gonna go down to the transit center, and I figure why not? We're here, it's San Diego. Let's go check out Balboa Park. Everybody's told me I gotta do it, so If you're watching this video, if you're the one friend or that Uber driver, yep, I'm doing it. I'll see you down there. Well, I think I'm pretty much here by myself in downtown San Diego here. And while I'm at it, let's see if it comes into view. There goes a plane. It's amazing compared to Omaha. How much traffic, or how much air traffic you get. And my crosswalk just turned. That's a short time to get across. Let me hoof it into another gear here to get across. There we go. And now I'm lost. Do I want to keep going straight? Yeah, I think I want to keep going straight here. Anyways, I'll see you guys at Balboa. Alright, why am I shooting from a freeway? I don't want to shoot freeway noise. No. I've always wanted to do this. I never can. Never been able to get myself in position like this. You probably can't see it coming yet, but I can. Here it comes. That'll go in the epic fail. I recorded a slow-mo. Yeah, my first epic fail of 2026. Anyways, you saw the sign, we've made it. Here's what it looks like. I might as well just go down here. Spend a little time in the shade. I don't know if I'm starting to get sunburnt yet or not. Doesn't look like it's just overly bad yet, but we'll see. Anyways, there's kind of what it looks like here. And now I've got to figure out what I want to do. I've made it. But what do I want to do with the rest of my day here? Anyways. Oh, I spy another aircraft. Hopefully it's not the one that I just spotted a minute ago going on the go-around, but I don't know. Might have also taken off. It has the gear up. It's too high and my camera won't pick it up. I'm hoping it's a takeoff, because Lord knows that would have been one mighty fast go-around. Anyways, we're here at Balboa Park. And I am trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my day. Okay, guys, I think that was worth it. Wow. Beautiful. Many thanks to my friend for recommending Balboa Park. That was worth it. Thank you. You can't see the grin on my face right now, but it's about a mile wide. Yeah. Now hopefully we can just kind of chill the rest of this trip, get some much needed time off, time away. It's nice just to kind of have a couple days to yourself in a place you've never been before. So far, this is great. This is nearly, I don't know, I have to go back and look. Probably does top the Denver trip, honestly, because just more stuff to do here. Not that Denver isn't a great city, but anyways, I wish I could afford to do this, but with airline taxes getting as expensive as they are, I am not going to be able to afford to do this more than about once a year. So it was 14 months between the Denver trip and the San Diego trip. So if I could come out here every year so far, I would. But we'll wait and see how the rest of the trip goes before I make that final decision. There's still time for something to go wrong. Anyways, there's not much else to say than that. I'm going to go back to the hotel and I will check in with you guys one way or another there, and I will not forget to do it this time. Okay, folks, it took some convincing here, and I couldn't convince myself to take a full step in. More so because I don't want to do anything that might be illegal. Charter vessels prohibited from using this facility. Well, it didn't say anything about charter people, did it? That'd be worth a look at the water down here. By the way, what you're hearing, those are helicopters just flying all over Kingdom Come here. There's a look at the water. I made it back, by the way. That's a story when I get back to the room. But on the way back, I just convinced myself to go ahead and do this and get it over with. Mainly because I don't know if I'm going to have another opportunity to do this or not. Alright, you're going to do this with me. With this touch, I can officially check been in an ocean off my bucket list. That's cold, but it feels great. Voila. Been in an ocean is off the bucket list. The water was actually warmer than Lake Tahoe was, interestingly enough. But then again, Lake Tahoe had a bunch of melted snow. Obviously these guys didn't, so we're back to the hotel. Well, everyone, you can see here I got the screen door open because it's such a nice day. It was a little warm earlier today, but it just was gorgeous now. Here's a view of the harbor. And there a minute ago you could see some yachts sailing, but they're all gone. I don't know where they went. Anyways, oh well. Those are people. I'm not gonna go close up on them. Tons of boats in this marina. And look! It's another plane! Anyways, I just thought I'd have some fun with that. By the way, those in the distance, yes, are houses. How cool would it be to live there? I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do for supper this evening. Plans are kind of TBD, but you know, it's ultimately my trip and my decision. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see if I'm in the mood to walk a little bit or not, or what I want to do. So, anyways. I just thought I'd come on here to give you the sunset here real quick. Sounds like I'll be off to supper before too much longer, hopefully. As I am kind of hungry, and I think I found a place. Again, plans are kind of TBA, but yeah, looks great. Anyways, great sunset tonight. I could see if I went over to Sunset Cliffs why it'd be so pretty, but it's great just from here. So I'll be sure to get you some shots here kind of facing downtown. And oh, before I forget, there you go, another plane for you. It's just crazy for a guy who thinks a city like Omaha is so big. City like Lincoln is so big. And then you just look at the sheer volume of people coming in and out of here every day. It's just amazing, really. All right, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Alright guys, there's the time. We are done with day number 2 here in San Diego. Get you a quick look outside here. Was a good day and a good evening, no doubt about it. There's a look at the harbor. We will talk to you in the morning. Good night. San Diego. After a terrific night last night, spent with the company of a well-known friend. Again, thank you. Enjoyed a very nice evening. We're ready to go here on day number 3. It's a little on the overcast side of things today, you might notice. But still looks like a pretty decent day out there. Hopefully the sun wears off. I had about 4 different recommendations. I'm not going to be able to do all of them. I can just tell you that right now. So we're going to have to try to prioritize what we want to do. There's also a place I do want to try for lunch and dinner tonight. So I got to kind of try to time my day and maximize my opportunities with that. Well, with that being said, I guess I'll go ahead and get an outfit picked out for the day. I'll see you guys here in, I don't know, however long it takes me, I guess. Alright guys, so I think my plan here is I'm going to go and jump in a hot tub for a few minutes, because why not? I don't know quite what, I got a pretty good idea what I want to do today. My friend gave me about 4 recommendations. Again, I'm not going to be able to do all of them, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what can I do with the day, what can I do with the evening. My flight leaves at 1:15 or just after 1:15 tomorrow, which means I would want to be at the airport around 11. Because I figure you want to do the 2-hour rule with an airport the size of San Diego's. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not one to test airport theory. I mean, the other day I was at Epley at 7:45 for a 10:40 flight, so. But anyways, figure why not? 15 minutes in the hot tub here. And just great way to just kind of decompress before starting another day here. It's a little more overcast today, which honestly is okay with me. I don't mind a little bit of clouds. I think I've taken in plenty of sunshine here the past 2 days in San Diego, so I know this isn't the best video footage I'm getting, but you're gonna have to live with it because my other hand has my room card, which is obviously required to get in. So anyways, as I say, I think I'm gonna go up to the other one here. We're passing the first one right now. Great morning here. Temps probably around 60 degrees or so. I haven't checked. Overcast skies, calm winds. It's fantastic. I'm actually wearing my hockey pullover along with my swimsuit, so an interesting combination you normally wouldn't expect. By the way, you might notice I'm sounding a little congested. I am. Don't know where it's coming from. I would guess maybe an allergic reaction to something out here. I don't know though. You learn something new every day, so honestly, it didn't slow me down yesterday, so I figure why not finish the trip out if it's still that bad when I get back to Omaha tomorrow night. I can always call my doctor Friday morning, so at least thank goodness. Hang on, superstitious. Gotta bonk my head on this tree here so I don't jinx myself. All right, there we go. No symptoms of anything like gastroenteritis or norovirus or anything like that. Symptoms that I was experiencing in the days following my trip to Denver last year. Honestly, this trip, again, here's some more trees here. I'll knock my phone this time too. There you go. This trip so far has been terrific. Everything has passed the vibe check, aside from the angry signs you'd normally find in most resorts anyway. So don't be fooled. The hotel passes the vibe check with ease. As long as anything doesn't go catastrophically wrong here in the next 48 hours or so, I would say this trip is a remarkable success, and I would repeat it. Unlike Denver, where Denver, yeah, you can ride the train more places, but there just isn't anything near what you could do here in San Diego. I'm not putting Denver down. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, and I love the mountains just as much, but I mean, literally, this is ocean water right here. Only thing that's stopping me from jumping in is this wall. Well, anyways, we've made it. I figure I'm gonna decompress for 15-20 minutes here. Let my joints rest for a while before we start day number 3 here in San Diego. All right, guys, well, We're on our way to lunch here. I'm gonna try a restaurant called Bali High. I was gonna try it the other night, but the dinner prices were way too expensive. But they seem to have a very nice lunch menu, so I figured it was worth checking it out. I'll see you when I get up here. Alright, that was delicious. Well worth it. Anyways, I'm gonna go on down to not Harbor Town. What was it called? Seaport Village. That's what it was called. Because my friend recommended Seaport Village. That was one of the 4 recommendations that I had, and it's one that I can access using the transit system. So that's what I'm gonna take advantage of. So I will catch you guys down there. Guys, unexpected diversion. The last bus I was on got too full for my liking, so I hopped off. So now I'm waiting, I don't know how far away, for another one that's going to eventually get me to the trolley that gets me down to, I already forgot the name of it, Seaport Village. Anyways, with a little luck, I should be there in a couple minutes. Guys, you want to see a train go by? Like, right up close? There you go. It was an Amtrak of some kind. I didn't catch it though. Alright, I'm aboard the USS Midway. Here we go, guys. Let's go see what we can find. Alrighty guys, that was worth it. I think that was absolutely worth $41. Wow. worth the diversion and changing plans and buses and all that. It was worth it. It really was. Anyways, with it being as late in the day as it is, I have two options. And I haven't decided which one I want to do yet. So that will be an on-the-spot decision. With that, I will check in with you guys later. Alright, well I guess we're in Point Loma still. I technically haven't crossed into Shelter Island yet. And I think my plan, because I had a bit of a smaller lunch, is to have my main meal of the day here. I found another seafood place, hopefully one that's a little more affordable. It definitely doesn't look as upscale as Bali High, not that it wasn't fantastic, because it was. But $32 for one person, whee! And that was before tip. Which I did leave a good tip, because folks, tip your waitresses. Tip your waitresses, seriously. It's the best thing you can ever do, tip your waitresses. Anyways, we're gonna go see if we can find, you know me, I've been craving a fish taco for a good long while. A really good fish taco, might I add. And I know plenty that taste good, but you can't get any fresher than here. Literally Harborside and Point Loma, part of San Diego, California. Sorry, forgive me as I catch my breath here. I think it should be right around the corner here. Maybe one of these is it. Might have to consult the map again. Anyways, I will definitely be sure to include a picture. Unlike the last two nights where I haven't included a picture, I will definitely include a picture tonight. And sorry for the shakiness, I'm holding the camera with one hand because the other hand excuse me, has my tour guide from the museum. So, with that being said, let's go get some supper. Well guys, I think I made it just in time, and when I do say just in time, I do mean that. I think if I had waited 5 minutes longer, I would have missed the sunset tonight. Those Wahoo tacos were amazing. Wow, just wow. Again, so far, aside from fending off pigeons and seagulls, I knew I was going to find them eventually. This trip has just been truly, truly, truly remarkable. If you just stay here in Shelter Island, it's just so peaceful. You really don't have much to worry about. So, this hotel is well on its way to a 5-star review. You're gonna find something wooden here. Maybe I'll use the blinds. That nothing bad will go wrong tonight. As long as that happens, these guys have got themselves a 5-star review. I'm gonna put this on the charger for a while. And from my iPad, I think I'm gonna call back home. Alright gang, I went outside to take that last picture and I just couldn't help but pick up a Baja dog while I was there. Does this look amazing or what? Let me see if I can do this politely here. Please excuse my horribly sunburnt face. Let's give this a try, shall we? That is delicious. Wow. Good job to whoever owns the little stand on the marina on the other side of the hotel. Great work. All right, everybody. 11:35 p.m. All I got to do is hang these pants up. You can see I'm basically packed up with the exception of a couple things here. Should be fairly stress-free in the morning. I'll take you outside to end the night. There you guys go. Look at the harbor. This has truly been just a terrific time. Just fantastic all the way around. I really have had a blast here in San Diego. Shout out to my friend. Thank you for a great night last night. Dakota, you truly are the best. One last look around here. Don't worry, I'll do another one in the morning, but I just thought I'd get you a night view here. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get some sleep now. We're still here on Shelter Island, the Best Western. I'm going to enjoy every second I can here in San Diego. I've got an hour and 49 minutes, so I figure I'm going to do a 15-minute session in the hot tub. As you saw last night, I'm basically packed up with the exception of my carry-on bag, so I think I can figure out a way to make this work and still get to the airport on time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the video I hated having to make. Our time in San Diego is concluded. First of all, to my great friend Dakota, thank you for meeting up. I had an absolute blast exploring some parts of San Diego I wouldn't have otherwise been able to see. So thank you for a great night the other night. Also, San Diego, I don't even know what to say. You are a fantastic city. With so much life everywhere you go, of just everyday people living everyday lives. I just love it here. It's so peaceful, so quiet, but yet so lively. So, I will see you again someday, San Diego, but until next time, bye-bye. I'll see you guys at the airport. All right, with time rounded 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 6:59:73 was the time rounded to hundredths to get through security here. Took a while to get through bag drop, and boy, I was getting worried for a while, but we're through here. It's 12:06 currently. Flight boards in 44 minutes. I'm gonna get myself some lunch, and I'm also gonna see if I can gate check this one bag because my hand is getting tired. I will talk to you guys at lunch. 20 minutes later, here's lunch. Yeah, and the time it took them to make me a freaking small pizza, I was able to go over and pick out a t-shirt and put it in my bag, so yeah. All right, let's scarf this down and get to the gate. I'm here at the gate. There's my bags. For once in a blue moon, they are not looking for any gate checkers, which I find just remarkable. Evidently, this flight must not be super full. Here, I'll get you a shot of our aircraft here.
In the interest of aviation security, do not leave your luggage unattended at any time.
Hopefully you're able to see it there. It's a 738, so sure it's an 8H4, but not 100% certain.
34 winds 29012, gust 17, runway 27, 34 takeoff.
627, 45, 34.
Flight attendant, just on doors to clock check, please.
Well, we have made it to St. Louis, if you can't tell by the music playing in the background. In fact, this song's name is St. Louis, oddly enough, and funny enough. Anyways, I'm here. It was quite a story. First of all, out of San Diego, when I went to go check my bag, everything just stopped for a couple minutes, including the check-in counter. I didn't know what was going on, and there was really no explanation ever given. As I was eating dinner, I did find this, which might explain what was going on, but then again, maybe I'm totally wrong. Anyways, whatever, I made the flight, I'm here, I'm gonna make the connection home, so no issue. And as for the crew, first of all, the captain's opening announcement was one of the strangest I've ever had, as he basically was kind of bossing the passengers around, which don't think I've ever seen that happen before. The crew was fine. They did everything. They did the service. The service was great, actually. In fact, they offered me a refill on my ginger ale, and they even offered coffee before we landed, which I turned down. I'd be up all night if I drank coffee that late in the day. But hey, good on them. But as we were approaching St. Louis, the flight attendants just would not stop talking on the intercom, which ruined my footage. So, want, but oh well, you just laugh it off. Anyways, all I can ask for at this point is an uneventful flight home. Will I get it, or will it be chaos? Let's find out, shall we?
Once outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate the mast to bag the lead plate, pulling the two bags your shoulder. Your vest has a light that turns on automatically in the water. Please refer to the safety information card for the use of the license on an infant. Flight attendants will distribute your additional vest if needed. This aircraft is equipped with life vests. Two life vests are located in the forward ceiling compartment, and two life vests are located in the compartment at the cabin. Accompanied by an oxygen to make sure all seatbelts are securely fastened, seatbacks and tray tables are in the full upright one lock positions, and all care and items are stowed in the seat front of your windows overhead grid. Making the right your feet clear. Notated by loud on board, including the left doors, and charging of electronic cigarettes and basic devices are prohibited. Third law for this temple is disabled doors, open ends, or to take your aircraft lavatory. It is also prohibited to consume any alcohol and drug on board on this flight. There will be use regulation requires passenger compliance, otherwise the copy of the information claim from the instructions, including information
Well, we are back on the ground in the good life. And boy, what an adventure this was. You know, from the first flight crew, who again wasn't bad, but, you know, between ill preparedness and complimenting people's babies, that was kind of weird. And then the third flight crew, which had the issues with the constant talking over the intercom, but other than that, they were fine. And then, of course, this thunderstorm, which was by far the biggest curveball of the adventure. But, you know, we made it. So, a great trip. I do want to shout out to Dakota. Thank you for the great hospitality, and thank you for all of your great recommendations. I truly had a blast in San Diego. This was the best trip I've taken to this point, and I certainly will be back someday. Boy, all good things do have to come to an end, don't they? Oh well. This was the money shot, by the way, coming into St. Louis that I referenced when I was on the ground there. So just take a look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty, right? This is what happens when your backlog becomes full. Hey, maybe it's a good thing I held on to it till the end. Anyways, that's all. Until next time, I'm Mike with Midwestern Travel Adventures. We'll catch you on the flip side.